Hello, my Taurus friends. Welcome. Welcome aboard if you're brand new. Welcome back if you're not. And welcome home if that fits perfectly for you. Today we want to talk about what's coming in for you for August of 2024. If you are a Taurus sun, moon, or rising, or Venus, or if you know or love someone who has a strong Taurus placement in their chart. If you are a cross watcher, that is perfectly okay. I always say I believe that knowing what's coming and what's going on energetically, not just in your life, but in the people's lives around you, can be really helpful, right? Can be really helpful. Please do remember that, first of all, this is a general reading. So if you end up not resonating with the messages here, that's totally fine. There are other placements. Check your moon placement, check your rising placement, check your Venus placement. Absolutely. And if they still don't work for you, trust your gut, right? Trust your gut. Your intuition is your most powerful, divinely given tool. So if this doesn't feel like your message, absolutely trust that. And remember, we're just talking about August of 2024. And this is a general reading, so it can't and won't resonate with everyone. If it's not yours today, that's okay. Yeah, so let's see what you got here, my Taurus friends. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you have Ask with Sincerity and Neptune. How fun is that? So we have Neptune right now when I'm doing this at 29 degrees of Pisces, right? So Neptune is moving into a new sign very soon. Neptune will be moving into Aries. And right now, Neptune is at home in Pisces. And so that really lends this beautiful air of intuition. And because Neptune is the planet of divine connectivity, right? It's the way that we connect with the highest realms, our divine connection, right? And we have Ask with Sincerity. I'm going to say to you right now that, my Taurus friends, if you have some work that you've been doing that has required you to step into a new level of divine connection. Okay. And it feels new and alarming. See how's that? And it feels new and alarming, right? What you're being reminded of is that it's okay, right? Every new skill comes with a learning curve, right? And when you ask these divine questions, when you begin to speak with that universal voice, right? When you first start to talk to and as your higher self, sometimes it is scary, and sometimes there's a little bit of, what's the word? There might be some conflict in your personal life with the people around you. The key here is that nobody has to resonate with your messages, just like we just talked about, except for you, right? They're your messages, and if you're using your voice to speak with whatever you recognize as divine, and you are doing that sincerely, even if it's scary, you will be met with love. And how beautiful is that, right? So you start with the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, swords are always about ideas. So again, if this feels scary because it's new, just allow it to feel a little scary. Again, if it's creating conflict in your world, that's okay as well. And here's what oh boy. So, okay. Here's the thing. The way that you choose to witness how you show up in the world is always going to be in control of it's always going to be in your control. Let me put it that way. So the way that you choose to hold yourself back or allow yourself to widen is exactly the expansion, the space you give yourself permission to take up, right? That's as big as you can get. The Eight of Swords reminds you that if you are believing that you are stuck, then you're probably experiencing stuckness. And again, that's okay too. If it's creating conflict in your external world, look at yourself to remedy that, right? To remedy that. The Queen of Swords is no nonsense. You already understand um, what's happening there, right? You already know why and what it is that's in the way and how it's creating um, how it's creating conflict for you. But it's just an idea, right? It's a set of ideas. It's a thought form. It's a pattern. It's a concept. And so even if it's scary, you can move through it. And here's how you know that. The Seven of Wands reminds you that whatever it is that you're putting your energy toward is what's going to grow. You already know what you want to defend. You already know what's got you inspired, what creates this joy in you. And you've already asked for it. Your gifts are showing up. And so you have to learn to trust them and not listen to anyone who's not you, because those things are what is going to create the conflict within you. Um, you have the capacity. There is community waiting for you, right? This is the important part. You can listen to the negative voices, or you can listen to the voices that are encouraging you. You can listen to your own divine voice that's always going to cheerlead for you. And guess what happens then? You get loaded more, um, with more goodness, with more opportunity, right? When you ask with sincerity, it comes back just that way. You're always met in kind when you're talking to the universe. You're not always met in kind when you're talking to people, right? People or ideas or even your own story in your head. So if things feel scary, reconnect with your own divinity and ask again, right? Ask again. I'm going to get one clarifier right in the middle of these two here, just to see what this is about. There we go. Okay. So Three of Wands. So this is long-term planning. This is your future plans, my Taurus friends. So if you are feeling, I want to say stunted, if you're feeling stunted, if you're feeling limited in terms of how far you can go, then you are limited in terms of how far you can go. But this long-term planning, remember this Three of Wands is going to be fueled every single time, right? You have these two threes here reminding you that you can be in creation. And this Ace is always going to keep the fire lit. You'll always have this this fuel source to come back to, and you'll always have the strength within you, right, to create something new. So stop listening to the criticism or the voices in your own head that say, you can't do that, you're limited. No, there's too much drama, too much conflict, right? You know how to discern through that the voice of the divine, the voice of the universe, the voice of creator, the voice of God. You identify whatever that is for you. And that's the way you move, right? That's the way you move. Not in the way your brain tells you, but in the way your heart tells you. And if you're asking with sincerity, it's always going to come back to love, and you'll always be able to move in just the right way. Um, that sounds beautiful to me, my Taurus friends. It sounds like your August has a lot of guidance for you, a lot of a lot of pathways that are going to open up for you, and a lot of reasons to celebrate. So I wish you nothing but the best. Hit like, hit subscribe, come back, let me know how it goes, and be blessed. Take care.